Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University with news from Rockbridge County, this is the Rockbridge Report.
Welcome back to the Rockbridge Report's Election Night coverage. I'm Mackenzie Kane.
And I'm Valentina Nunez.
We're just starting to get numbers in for the races that matter to you. The presidential, House District 6, and Senate elections, as well as local city council and school board elections for Lexington, Buena Vista, and Rockbridge County. And we've got details on how your presidential and state candidates are doing locally.
Let's see where the presidential candidates stand in the popular vote. As we can see right here, we have Donald Trump for the Republican Party leading with 15 votes, and following we have Kamala Harris for the Democratic Party with 12 votes. Nationwide results for the President of the United States.
Now, as we take a dive closer into the state of Virginia in terms of those popular votes, we see Kamala Harris is currently leading with 51%, and that's with 981 of a little over 2,500 precincts reporting. Donald Trump is trailing with 667,187 votes.
Following Donald Trump, we have Jill Stein for the Green Party with 12,438 votes. Following Jill Stein, we have Chase Oliver for the Libertarian Party with 6,502 votes. Cornel West for the Independent Party with 2,716. And lastly, we have Claudia de la Cruz with 2,602 votes.
Now, as we take a look into Lexington City, we see Kamala Harris has led in Lexington, 978 votes, 68%. Donald Trump trailing behind, 437 votes at 30%.
Taking a look, following Trump, we have Chase Oliver with 5 votes. Following Chase, we have Jill Stein with 4 votes, Claudia de la Cruz with 3, and Cornel West sitting at 2.
In Rockbridge County, Trump is taking the lead there, 5,184 votes, 76%, followed by Kamala Harris's 1,483 votes at 22%.
Following, we have Chase Oliver with 46 votes at 1%, Jill Stein with 21 votes at 0%, Cornel West with 11 votes at 0%, and Claudia de la Cruz with 10 votes at 0% in Rockbridge County.
In the Virginia U.S. Senate race, incumbent Tim Kaine of the Democratic Party is currently leading 53% of the votes, and also that is with 981 precincts reporting. 750,000 votes behind, trailing behind is Hung Cao with 46% of the votes.
In Lexington City for the U.S. Senate, we have Timothy Kaine for the Democratic Party incumbent with 984 votes at 69%. Hung Cao for the Republican Party at 446 votes at 31%.
Now in Rockbridge County for that U.S. Senate race, Hung Cao is leading with 5,000 votes and 74%, followed by the incumbent Tim Kaine, 1,751 votes.
We're also seeing results in our local House District 6th election with Ben Klein, incumbent Ben Klein for the Republican Party leading at 57,942 votes at 61%. Ken Mitchell for the Democratic Party at 35,030 votes, sitting at 37%, and Robbie Wells Jr. with 1,951 votes.
Now in Lexington City for that same 6th district, you have a U.S. House of Representatives. Ken Mitchell has taken the lead with 936 votes, 66%, followed by the incumbent Ben Klein, 472 votes, and following behind is Robbie Wells Jr. with 18 votes.
In our Rockbridge County, we have incumbent Ben Klein leading with 5,272 votes. Ken Mitchell following behind with 1,377 votes, and Robbie Wells Jr. at 114 votes.
Also on the Virginia ballot tonight is a constitutional amendment that would extend property tax exemption to surviving spouses of soldiers who died in the line of duty. Currently, the yeses lead it with 93% of the votes.
Here in Lexington, 4 candidates compete for 3 seats on City Council, with Marilyn Alexander, incumbent, sitting at 823 votes leading. Behind, we have incumbent Leslie Strawn with 716 votes. Following, we have John Driscoll with 669 votes, and Madeline Robinson with 468 votes.
Now let's take a look at the results for the Lexington School Board, where Currently, 4 candidates are running for 3 seats. Tammy Dunn is in the lead with 727 votes, 30%, followed by Casey Potter with 590 votes, 24%. Megan Ferguson following behind with 578 votes. Very close race there. And Katie Macy in the trailing with 535.
And incumbent Lexington Mayor Frank Friedman runs unopposed tonight with 1,124 votes.
In Buena Vista, 2 candidates run to fill 1 unexpired seat on City Council between Jody Fix and Stanley Coffey. Now we are having, it'll be a little bit until we get those exact numbers on the votes, but they are running for that 1 seat. It's going to be a close race.
Yes. And in Goshen, 3 candidates compete for 2 spots on Town Council, with Sheila Sampson leading with 80 votes, Stephen Bickley Sr. right behind her, very close, with 76 votes, and then Jeff Schaefer with 53 votes.
And in Glasgow, 3 candidates run for 3 open seats on Town Council, essentially unopposed. Currently, with 100% of the votes is a write-in candidates, followed by Marcy Hill, and following is Natalie Harris, both with 0 votes.
That covers all the races we're tracking for now. Remember to tune in again at 9:45 for more results. As we continue to see numbers come in locally and nationally, our Rockbridge Report voter tabulation team is still working hard for you. Let's check in with Devin Bateman for more details.
Thank you, Valentina. We are back in the Rockbridge Report newsroom, and I am here once again with Alex Kagan, and we're going to ask him a couple more questions. Alex, what are some of the trends or surprising trends that have taken place so far as you've counted the votes for the election?
So a little earlier in the evening, Florida came in, started coming in very strongly pro-Trump and pro-Rick Scott, which is a little farther right than expected. And just recently, just in the last couple of minutes, Loudoun County is almost all in presidential-wise, and it's only Kamala plus 17. That was Biden plus 25 county 4 years ago. So early signs in Virginia, but with Virginia, Kane statewide is leading, but Trump as well, I believe, is up presidential-wise.
Thank you. And a follow-up question. Obviously, Virginia is going to have some competitive elections themselves. Can you tell us what to expect and what challenges lie ahead?
So there's a lot of competitive local races. You've got 2 competitive local, or a few competitive local races. Lexington's got 4 people running for 3 in city council and school board, and Goshen's got 3 for 2 in town council, and all of those are quite close right now.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. And back to you, Valentina.
Thanks, Devin. Up next on the Rockbridge Report, a live look at Rockbridge County Republicans' Election Night event. Our own Caden Buss will interview local party leadership.
Make sure to follow along with the ticker at the bottom of your screens for continuous results. Stay with us here at the Rockbridge Report. Welcome back to the Rockbridge Report's 2024 election coverage. At 7, we went live at Lexington's Democratic headquarters. But how are local Republicans feeling as results come in? The Rockbridge Report's Caden Buss is live at the Republican Election Night event with a leader in the local party. Caden, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Mackenzie. I'm joined here by Rockbridge County Republican Chair Doug Smith. Doug, how are you guys feeling about the election tonight?
Great. I think it's going to be a great night, big night, and for a lot of the doubters, I think they're going to be proven wrong. So,
what are some of the major local and national elections that you guys are watching?
well, certainly watching our congressman, the incumbent Ben Klein. He was supposed to face a stiff challenge, but I think with the presidential race going on, he's going to coast fairly easily. We've had a huge turnout for a rural vote, and I think that should send the Willies right up through Richmond and into Washington, D.C.
And then what are some of the key issues that you and your party are watching?
Mainly people seem to be concerned about what's commonly talked about, the economy, security, the general feeling that the borders are secure, that people can go about their daily lives and feel safe, and that they can afford what they purchase, and generally feel comfortable again.
And then do you think we're in for any surprises tonight?
I hope a lot of surprises. I think a few things. I think we were thinking that Donald Trump will prevail. Hopefully, a big surprise coming our way in Virginia, which is our big hope. Senator Hung Cao wins. So.
All right, well, thank you so much. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Caden, for that update. Coming up on the Rockbridge Report, we'll be joined again by Democratic and Republican analysts for their reaction to the numbers we have so far.
Stay with us here at the Rockbridge Report. Welcome back to the Rockbridge Report. We're joined again by Republican analyst Charlie Milchek and Democratic analyst Brady Madden. Brady, let's start with you. What are your reactions to the votes coming in thus far?
Yeah, I think this is exactly what everyone was expecting, a tight race all around in all of the key battleground states, yet we have yet to see any of them be called. Obviously, it's not going like a Harris blowout or a Trump blowout, so I think we're here for the long haul, and it's going to be a long night, if not a long couple of days, before we have a good answer on who's really leading.
Thank you. And to you, Charlie, the same question. What are your reactions so far?
My initial reactions, like Brady said, it's a close race, but I put a lot of faith in prediction markets. And based off recent prediction markets, Polymarket, Kalshi, Trump has risen dramatically. So things are looking very good on the Republican front, feeling very confident.
Now, Charlie, Brady, we had the chance to chat a little bit during the break, and I found out, Charlie, you're from Ohio, and Brady, you're from Pennsylvania, one of those key battleground states in this election. What are your first reactions to things on the home front?
Yeah, like you said, Pennsylvania is a must-win state for both campaigns. Its 19 electoral votes are vital, and we're starting to get some results as the polls closed at 8. Obviously, it's a mix on depending on the county where the votes are coming from, but most of the vote-by-mail ballots are splitting right around where Harris and where Bob Casey needs at the Senate race. And so, cautiously optimistic, it's going to be close, but I think it's going well so far, and we'll just have to wait again.
Well, thank you, Brady. And Charlie, Ohio is one of those historically significant states when it comes to elections. How are things looking?
So really important this year is the Senate race, Bernie Moreno versus Sherrod Brown. And right now, still too early to tell. Those early votes are going to lean towards the left, but things are looking good for Bernie Moreno. Talking about prediction markets again, he's risen up in the prediction markets, having him over 80% chance of winning.
Well, thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Brady. Our election night coverage continues at 9:45. We'll have more localized results for your presidential, state, and local elections.
Stick with us during the break for continuous results from the live ticker at the bottom of your screen. See you again at 9:45 right here at the Rockbridge Report.